Welcome fans to the Omni in Atlanta for the Great American Bash Tour. Our opening contest here will be an 8-man battle royal with the winner advancing to Baltimore in 2 weeks' time. The competitors will be Larry Zbyszko, the Western States Heritage Champion, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, Dirty Dick Murdoch, the Z-Man Tom Zenk, Rick, the dog-faced gremlin Steiner, the Russian Bear Ivan Koloff, Wildfire Tommy Rich, and the Latin heartthrob Al Perez. And this contest set to go here in Atlanta. We have a great card for you tonight. We have a 4-on-4 elimination match as Sting, Lex Luger, Nikita Koloff, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat take on the 4 Horsemen. That is a 4-man elimination tag team match. We of course have the lights out non-sanctioned bunkhouse match between Dusty Rhodes and Terry Funk. And we also have the great Muta defending the World TV Championship against Flyin Brian Pillman. And I'll do my best to call the action here. We have Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert trying to throw out the Z-Man. And Dirty Dick Murdoch working over the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff, and Rick Steiner working over Larry Zbyszko. Now the Latin heartthrob Al Perez trying to throw out former world champion Tommy Rich. And the Russian Bear with a Russian leg sweep on Rick Steiner. Ooh, and Tommy Rich missed a drop kick. A ring full of flesh. It's hard to do high-risk maneuvers such as that, until at least you thin the herd by getting rid of some of the competitors. And Zbyszko going for a suplex, and Dirty Dick Murdoch reverses it. And Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert's on the outside. Z-Man can push, and he cannot. Hot Stuff gets out. And a hip toss by Dirty Dick Murdoch on Rick Steiner. And Z-Man whips the Russian Bear in, shoulder block takedown, and Ivan Koloff's in trouble. And now Zbyszko whips Steiner in across the ropes, and that would have hit former first family member Eddie Gilbert right in the private area. And now Larry Zbyszko trying to throw out Rick Steiner. And Steiner's fighting it for all he can, and he does get out of it. And Perez in the corner, Z-Man in the opposite corner. Ivan Koloff trying to eliminate Tom Zenk. And a whole lot of action going on. And Dick Murdoch goes up and over, and so does Tommy Rich. Rich and Murdoch almost both got eliminated and both got back into the ring. Wow, what a strange turn of events there. And now Rick Steiner punching away at Tommy Rich. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert whips Zbyszko. An atomic drop. And now Steiner trying to throw out Tommy Rich. The Z-Man punching away on Dirty Dick Murdoch. Tommy Rich is up his back against the turnbuckle, almost up and out. Fights his way out. And now Ivan Koloff trying to throw in Al Perez. Al Perez fighting it for everything he can. And he's eliminated by the Russian Bear. Al Perez, the first man eliminated. And now Rick Steiner stomping away on the back of Larry Zbyszko. And setting him up for what looks like a pile driver. And it is, he nails him. And now Tommy Rich whips Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Misses another drop kick by Tommy Rich. And Steiner picks up Tommy Rich. And Tommy Rich fighting to stay alive. Dick Murdoch fighting to stay alive as Tom Zenk is trying to throw him up. He gets him up and over. If Z-Man can throw him to the floor, then Murdoch will be eliminated, and Murdoch gets out. And Tommy Rich gets out. And a big forearm to the back of Rick Steiner, the dog-faced gremlin. And trading chops. Up and over and out goes Rick Steiner. And the fans, some of the fans here booing that, as Rick Steiner has been eliminated. And now the former world champion working on Dick Murdoch in the upper right-hand corner. And the Russian Bear throws out the Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. And fans cheered that. It's now down to 5. And now Zbyszko working the leg of Tommy Rich. One of these 5 men will win this contest and earn themselves a spot in Baltimore's 8-man battle royal. And Koloff takes Zbyszko down. And then picks him back up. Oh, Z-Man caught Ivan Koloff in the midsection with a kick. And the Z-Man has the Russian Bear up and over. He eliminated the Russian Bear. And it's now down to 4. Z-Man picks up Larry Zbyszko, who reverses it and drops him backwards. Now stomping away on Tommy Rich is Dick Murdoch. And Ivan Koloff still can't believe he's been eliminated. And Zbyszko takes a big swing at Dick Murdoch. Picks up Tommy Rich. It looks like a shoulder breaker, and it is. Down goes Tommy Rich. And Zbyszko trying to collect himself here. And Dick Murdoch allowing Tommy Rich to get back. He's going to set him up. It looks like he's setting him up for a brain buster. And it is. Down goes Tommy Rich. All Murdoch has to do now is throw him over the top, and it should be eliminated. Murdoch has Rich against the ropes. Picks him up. Rich fighting it for everything he can. Up and over goes Tommy Rich. If Murdoch can kick him to the floor, he'll be eliminated. And Zbyszko's over, and Tommy Rich is eliminated. And Z-Man trying to eliminate Zbyszko, the 2 Z's. And Zbyszko fighting out of it. Oh, and now Dick Murdoch coming over to help out. Is Zbyszko going to be able to get them both off? Oh, and Zbyszko does get out. A kick to the head and a punch to the knee. And Zbyszko gets out of that sticky predicament. And now, double teaming Murdoch and Zbyszko. A double DDT on Tom Zenk. And that alliance didn't last long as Zbyszko goes after Murdoch. Working the leg now. There are no friends in Battle Royals who've seen tag team partners go at it. And now Zbyszko with a series of kicks to the chest. Stomping away now on Dick Murdoch. Zbyszko setting Murdoch up against the ropes. Trying to get him up and over. And Murdoch's fighting it. Holding on hard to that second rope, and Murdoch does go over. And now Zbyszko trying to kick Murdoch out. Just a mere few minutes ago, they were... Well, no, they weren't double teaming. That was Z-Man. The Z's getting me mixed up here. Now Tom Zenk has Zbyszko on his shoulders. And now Z-Man trying to throw out Zbyszko. And here comes Dick Murdoch again to aid in the elimination of Larry Zbyszko. And he is up and over. And it's now down to the Z-Man and Dick Murdoch. And now a bulldog by Murdoch takes the Z-Man down. Murdoch positioning Z-Man in the middle of the ring, drops an elbow. And the fans are on their feet cheering that one. Murdoch picks up Z-Man. Could he be eliminated? Oh, he's setting him up again for a brain buster, and he nails him with it. And that should make it easy to dispose over the top rope. Murdoch picks up Z-Man. And a big punch in the midsection. And another big punch into the corner. Now Murdoch trying to throw Z-Man up and over. He has him halfway there. Murdoch really pushing hard. Z-Man trying to get out. And over. Z-Man goes onto the wood floor. And your winner's Dirty Dick Murdoch. He will make his way to Baltimore to compete for $50,000. Here are some highlights from earlier in the contest. These battle royals, so much goes on that even the favorites can't be favorites. I mean, going in with Dick Murdoch had to have been an odds-on favorite. He ended up winning the contest. And there he is, making his way to the 8-man Battle Royal in Baltimore, is Dirty Dick Murdoch. Fans, the NWA TV title's on the line next as the Great Muta defends against Brian Pillman. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick timeout. And we thank you for joining us at the Great American Bash Fans, it has been a whirlwind of a week. Just last night in Jacksonville, Florida, Ricky Steamboat was attacked by the masked wrestler who attacked Dusty Rhodes in Dallas, Texas. So a lot of controversy surrounds this masked wrestler, and we hope that he does not make an appearance tonight, because both men that he has attacked are here in Dusty Rhodes and, of course, the Dragon, Steamboat. And we are set to go here. And there he is, the challenger, the former TV champion, Flyin Brian Pillman, making his way to the ring now with Def Leppard Rocket in the background. And Flyin Brian looking to become a two-time NWA TV champion. He is so evenly matched with the Great Muta. These two should have a great match this evening. And Pillman awaiting. There go the lights. He's awaiting his opponent. And Gary Hart and here are the theatrics. And from the smoke comes Muta. And there he is, the NWA World Television Champion. Challenger at the Great American Bash pay-per-view in Baltimore in 2 weeks' time is now up in the air. The NWA Board of Directors has decided that instead of Sting challenging for the TV championship as originally planned, that because of the measures that the Horsemen have taken in retaining the tag team championship, they are going to give Sting and Nikita a world tag team title match in Baltimore. So now the Great Muta, I'm sure the NWA Board of Directors will find a suitable opponent, but Gary Hart is not happy because he was planning for Sting. And tonight, he's planning for Flyin Brian. So this match takes place under NWA TV title rules. It will be a 10-minute time limit. So the two ways of looking at this are that Brian Pillman has 10 minutes to defeat the Great Muta, or the Great Muta only has to outlast Brian Pillman by 10 minutes. So no matter which way you look at it, and there he is with the World Television Championship. And the referee gives the belt to the timekeeper. And ring the bell and away we go. And we have the timer in the upper right-hand corner. And Muta backs Pillman into the corner. And the referee tries to break him up. And a clean break. And now Muta has Pillman up in a belly-to-back suplex. Up and a kip up by Muta. Staying on top of Pillman. And now Muta, front face lock, swinging neckbreaker, down goes Pillman. And now goes for the cover, trying to end it early. And then not even a 1 count. And Pillman, you're going to take more to beat Pillman than just that. And a big right hand by Muta makes his mark. Pillman whips Muta into the ropes in a stalemate. These two men, similar size, similar weight, very similar styles. And now Pillman ramming Muta into the top turnbuckle. And the fans counting along. That's number 10. And Muta goes down face first. And a minute has eclipsed here. And now setting up. Oh, Brian Pillman was going to go for a move, but Muta wasn't moving. So now Pillman goes back into the ring. Kicking now, stomping away on the back of Muta. And Pillman has a front face lock. Setting him up and over for a suplex, and down hard is Muta. But Muta gets back up, only to land in the arms of Pillman again, and a flapjack by Brian Pillman takes Great Muta down, and a knee to the back. Pillman staying on top. And Playboy Gary Hart shouting instruction from ringside. Pillman with a beautiful bridge suplex. And Muta now, a backbreaker, and Muta's in trouble. Pillman can feel that NWA TV title coming back around his waist. And now a series of elbows to the head of Muta, and Brian Pillman is in firm control. Now wait a second, Gary Hart distracting Pillman. This is allowing Muta to get back to his feet. But and a reversal, see? Gary Hart's, and a clothesline over the top rope. Gary Hart's interference allowed Muta to get back up. And both men are on the outside floor, and wait a second. Pillman took a shot at Gary Hart. Fez press on the Great Muta. And what Gary Hart saying, the referee is not, is the referee counting this? I'm not sure. He's not counting, there he is. Not sure why the referee wasn't counting. Gary Hart and Brian Pillman were having words at ringside. And there again, Pillman having words with Gary Hart. And that again allowed Muta to recover. Now Pillman picking up Muta to his knee. Setting him up for a suplex on the outside floor, and he nails it. And the referee's counting away. Pillman drops a leg. Both men gotta get back in the ring or this match is gonna end in a count out. That's up to 9. Wait a second, Pillman drops Muta over the top rope. This is gonna be a double count out. Pillman throws Muta back in. Oh, maybe not. And again, Gary Hart distracting Brian Pillman. Brian Pillman should know better than to let Gary Hart distract him during a title match. And then allows Muta with a belly-to-back suplex to take Pillman up and over. And a reversal by Pillman. Muta had advantage for a minute, and a drop kick by Pillman takes Muta down. And now Pillman climbing top rope. Air Pillman is gonna fly. Muta getting back to his feet. And there's the high-fly crossbody. Pillman goes for the cover. Muta's down. The TV title escaping. 1-2. And a kick out by Muta. Oh, man. Pillman going back up top. Pillman up on the top rope, the other turnbuckle. Muta getting back to his feet. And then, he caught another crossbody. Muta caught him. Up on his shoulder, guillotine drop. And Pillman's down. Oh, the fast and furious action here. Muta from behind. Belly to back suplex up and over. And Pillman, who had all the momentum, is now on the defensive. Muta has Pillman. Whips him into the turnbuckle. And a kick to the midsection. Shoves him out. Muta, a moonsault. Standing moonsault off the top rope. Takes Pillman up and down. Drops an elbow. And the fans are on their feet. Muta going for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. The fans have risen to their feet. They enjoy the high-flying action of both of these competitors. And now Muta with a neck breaker, a reverse neck breaker on Pillman. And Pillman in trouble. Muta picks up Pillman. Whips him into the ropes. And a high, I don't even know what that was. It was a high backdrop into a forearm. 2, and a kick out by Pillman. Oh, and the fans are chanting, "This is awesome," and that is correct. This is Muta now climbing the top rope again. He's allowing Pillman to get back to his feet. What could this be? It's a big forearm smash to the top of the forehead of Pillman. And Muta's in control. Picks up Pillman. Snapmare takeover. And now a headlock. And Muta slowing the match down to suit his pace. And Pillman trying to fight his way out. Stands up. Elbow to the ribs. A second elbow breaks the move of the hold. And now Pillman with a snapmare takeover on Muta. And Pillman back in control. And that's Pillman with a side headlock. And now Muta trying to get out of it. Let's see if Muta does an elbow to the stomach. A second elbow breaks the maneuver. These two men trading moves back and forth. And wait a second, Muta with a green mist. And Pillman's face. Again, Muta, a side slam. Takes Pillman down. There are 2 minutes and 48 seconds left in the match. And again, Muta with a green mist. A big chop to Pillman. Muta has Pillman up. And a pile driver down. And Muta's in control. He's going to go for the cover. And Pillman was near the ropes. Got out. Pillman in control. Excuse me, Muta in control. Pillman on the defensive. And Pillman only has 2 minutes to mount a comeback here. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And Muta, he calls that the Shining Wizard, takes Pillman down. And that should be it. He has been using that as a finishing maneuver. He's going to roll Pillman over. Going for the cover. Muta 1, 2, and 3. And the great Muta successfully defends the World Television Championship against Brian Pillman. And here are some highlights. What a great match. Back and forth. And Air Pillman went for a high fly crossbody and got 2 3/4. And there's that beautiful standing moonsault on the top rope by Muta. And I don't even know what that was. A backdrop into a forearm smash. And once Muta sprayed the green mist, not once but twice, he took control for good in this contest. And there he is, fans, the NWA World Television Champion still, the Pearl of the Orient, the great Muta. Fans, we have so much action for you here tonight. Our main event will be a 4-on-4 elimination match. Sting, Lex Luger, Nikita Koloff, and Ricky Steamboat take on the Horsemen in an elimination match. And of course, our main event, a non-sanctioned match, Bunkhouse rules of Dusty Rhodes versus Terry Funk. Do not go away, fans. We'll be back with more Great American Bash action after this quick timeout. And fans, it's now time for the main event. This will be a 4-on-4 elimination tag team match. It will be the 4 Horsemen going up against Lex Luger, Sting, Nikita Koloff, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And we are set to go with this 4-on-4 elimination match. And Tully Blanchard takes down the leg of Sting. And away we go. Tully Blanchard now picks up the Stinger. And a belly-to-back suplex takes Sting up and down. Tully now staying on top of Sting. And working the leg of the Stinger. And these two have been battling each other all over during the Great American Bash Tour. And Sting is in a lot of trouble. Now Tully with a chop to Sting takes him down. Drops an elbow. And Tully picking up Sting in a big right hand. And an atomic drop by Tully Blanchard. Sting trying to make the tag. Rolls out of the way. He's so close. Underhook suplex by Tully Blanchard. And he makes a tag, and here comes the total package with a drop kick to Tully. And now a shoulder block to Tully. And Luger in control, and drop kick again. Tully trying to make a tag, and he does, to his tag team champion partner, the Enforcer, Arn Anderson, who nails Luger with an elbow. And a shoulder block of his own. And Anderson missing with a chop. Missing with a chop block, and a shoulder block by Luger takes Anderson down. It was Lex Luger who defeated Arn Anderson in the U.S. title tournament at Clash of the Champions before defeating Barry Windham in the finals. And Anderson fighting his way out of a corner. And a beautiful slam on the stomach of Lex Luger. And Arn Anderson in control. Anderson has Luger up. And a suplex up and down goes the package. And now Arn working the neck of the total package. And one has to think he could be weakening Luger for his fellow Horseman member Barry Windham come Baltimore when those two face for the U.S. title. And now Anderson with a big fist to the side of Luger's head. Working the arm of Luger. Anderson staying on top of the total package. And now working the neck area again. And Luger's trying to fight his way out of it. Steamboat trying to get the fans behind him. Luger does get out. And here comes the champion. The world champion Steamboat makes his way into the match. And a front face lock by Anderson whips Steamboat up and over the top rope. And down to the floor goes Steamboat. Steamboat was attacked after retaining the world title last night in Jacksonville by a masked wrestler, the same masked wrestler who attacked Dusty Rhodes back in Dallas. And now stomping away on Anderson is Ricky Steamboat. And I find it odd that Ricky Steamboat's here tonight. Of course, our non-sanctioned main event will be Dusty Rhodes versus Terry Funk in that lights out bunkhouse match. Both men who were attacked by the masked wrestler are here tonight. And the referee is continuing his count, and Steamboat running Anderson outside. The referee's count is up to, I think, 8. Steamboat has to be careful. That's 9. And Steamboat gets back in, and Anderson's going to get counted out. And Arn Anderson has been eliminated. It is 4-on-3. And now Barry Windham runs in and goes to work on the leg of the Dragon. That was very wise on the part of the world champion to battle out Arn Anderson on the floor, and he got counted out and has been eliminated in this contest. And the Horsemen find themselves short-handed. And Windham punching away on Ricky Steamboat. There has been somewhat of a dissension among the Horsemen in recent days. And a backbreaker by Windham. And Steamboat makes a tag to Sting. And here comes the Stinger. And a clothesline by Sting takes Windham down. A kick to the stomach takes Windham up and over. There's been dissension among the Horsemen, being that J.J. Dillon, he says inadvertently, held Ric Flair out of the ring in the world title match against Ricky Steamboat. And a beautiful maneuver by Windham. So much so that Flair asked JJ not to be at ringside in his match in Jacksonville. And now Barry Windham has the claw on Sting. Windham really reaching it in. Can Sting fight his way out of it? Sting's trying to. And did Windham let go? He did. Windham now working the arm of Sting. And a gut run suplex takes Sting up and over. Sting trying to make a tag, and he does! To his tag team partner, Nikita Koloff, who nails Windham with a clothesline. A forearm to the head, and Windham's down. There's no love lost between these two. It was Windham who attacked Nikita Koloff with a chair in Philadelphia, joining the Four Horsemen. I'm sorry, it was Baltimore. It was Baltimore when Barry Windham joined the Horsemen, and here comes Nikita Koloff setting up a brainbuster on Windham. And of course, they had that great match at Wrestle War where Windham got the best of Nikita. And now Nikita staying on top by working the knee. So these two, no love lost. And now Nikita setting up Windham. Could it be a sickle? And it is! He nails him with a Russian sickle. Can the Horsemen be down two? Nikita pulling Windham to the center of the ring. And they're going to go up 2-0 here. Referee's counting 1, 2, and 3. And Arn Anderson and Barry Windham have been eliminated. It's now 4-on-2. And Ric Flair with an atomic drop. There's no hit. Love lost between these two, trading the world title in recent months. And now Flair raking the eyes of Nikita Koloff, who lost the title and then regained the title from Nikita, all within a month. And now Flair follows Nikita out. And if I'm Ric Flair, I'm being weary because Arn Anderson got counted out earlier in the contest. And now Flair working the leg of Nikita on the outside floor, and the referee has begun his count. And Flair picks up Nikita. Oh no, don't tell me a pile driver on the floor, and it is! Oh, Flair nails Nikita with a pile driver on the floor, and the referee's count is up to 5. And Nikita with a kick to the midsection throws Flair back into the ring. Nikita breaking the count at 7. And now Flair whipping Nikita into the turnbuckle, chest first. And that top turnbuckle goes Nikita. And the knee to the midsection. And Nikita's down. Ric Flair climbs the second turnbuckle, drops an elbow. And Flair on top. And Nikita's in trouble. Flair whips Nikita into the turnbuckle again. And another knee to the midsection. Flair goes up again, second turnbuckle, and drops another elbow on Nikita. Nikita's in trouble. He's going to need a tag. And a big slap, adding insult to injury. Ric Flair now sets up Nikita and drops the knee to the head. That's usually the precursor to the figure 4. It's going to be Flair and Blanchard. If they have any chance of winning, they're going to have to eliminate the #1 contenders to the Tag Team Championship, the U.S. Champion and the World Heavyweight Champion. And now Flair allowing Nikita to get back to his feet. And he's going to set him up for the figure 4. And Flair has it. Flair has it locked in. And Nikita's trying to fight it for everything he can. He's trying to roll over. He's trying to roll over. I don't know if he can break it. And he's tapping. And Flair has submitted Nikita Koloff. It is now 3-on-2. And that has to help the Horsemen a lot. And now Flair tagging in Tully. Tully Blanchard has a U.S. title match against Lex Luger coming up in Greensboro. So Tully will be looking to do some damage here to the total package if he can. And a big right hand by Tully. Luger whips Tully into the ropes and a backbreaker. And Tully goes down. And now Lex Luger raking the eyes of Tully Blanchard. And a big forearm takes Tully down. Luger catering to the fans. They are on their feet here in the Omni. Luger picks up Tully. Gorilla press slam. Up and down goes Blanchard. Luger stomping away now. And the U.S. champion with a double axe handle to the back of Tully Blanchard. Luger picks him up, and a big clothesline takes Tully down. And a go for a belly-to-belly. Blanchard reverses it and takes Luger up and over. And a drop toe hold takes Luger down. And a big kick by Tully making a comeback here. And now Blanchard working the leg of the total package. Up and over. The Horsemen getting a little bit of momentum back in their favor. Tully setting up Luger for a pile driver, and he nails him with it. That could be it. Could you imagine the momentum going into a U.S. title match after pinning him in an elimination match? And now Tully has Luger. Kicked in the midsection going again. Another pile driver. Oh, and Luger's hurt. Luger's down. And Tully, I don't know why he's not going for the cover here. Stomping away on the head of Luger. He nailed him with not one but two pile drivers. And now he rolls Luger over, going for the cover 2, and a kick out by Luger. And a kick out by Lex Luger. Tully missing a stomp. Not missing the punch to the back. And Blanchard has Luger up against the ropes. And he's setting him up. It could be that slingshot suplex, and it is. He nails him with it. And Tully, trying to compose himself, goes for the cover, and that could be it. Referee's down 1, 2, and a kick out again by Luger. The time it took Tully to compose himself is a difference in that pinfall. But Tully staying on top. And he drops a knee on the face of Luger. Taking a page out of Ric Flair's book. Now tags in Flair. And the Nature Boy works over the total package. Luger back to his knee. And Flair has Luger ramming him into the turnbuckle. Oh, and ramming him in. 10 times has busted open Luger. Luger's been busted open. But he makes a tag to Steamboat, and here comes Steamboat Flair. Shoulder block by Steamboat takes Flair down. A big clothesline by Steamboat. A shoulder block again, and Flair's reeling. A splash by Steamboat on Flair. And Flair with a reversal on the clothesline takes Steamboat down. Flair looking for a measure of revenge, as Ricky Steamboat has bested him in all of their matches thus far here at the Great American Bash. And now Flair drops the knee across Steamboat's head. And I don't know why Flair's not going for the cover. He's looking for admiration from the fans. And all I see is a bunch of thumbs down. Flair staying on top with a big punch to the chest. Steamboat going for a slam, reverses by Flair, forearm to the back. And now Flair setting up Steamboat for a figure 4. He already put away Nikita Koloff in this match, and Steamboat's down in the figure 4. Steamboat's fighting it for everything he can. Can Steamboat reverse it? He can, he's tapping. Oh man, that has to be a great moral victory for the Nature Boy. He made the world champion submit to a figure 4, and now it's 2-on-2. Thank you, fans. This match has eclipsed 15 minutes. A pile driver by Blanchard. It is now 2-on-2. Ric Flair and Tully Blanchard versus Sting and Lex Luger. And now Blanchard setting up Sting for a pile driver, and he nails it. And Sting has been busted open. Both Sting and Luger busted open here. Blanchard goes for the cover, and it can be 2-on-1 soon. 1, 2, and a save by Luger, just in time. Flair whips Luger up and over the top rope. And Blanchard having words with the total package. Oh, and he rang, oh! He dropped Luger's head throat first over the top rope. As Sting was trying to make a tag, and Sting is shaken up, but he's firing back. Sting not giving up. Atomic drop on Tully Blanchard sends Tully down. Now stomping away on Tully Blanchard. Luger has been taken out by Blanchard. I'm not sure Sting's aware. And Sting whips Blanchard into the turnbuckler. Stinger splash! And down goes Blanchard. Goes for the cover, referee's down. 1, 2, and a kick out by Tully. Oh man, what a fast and furious match this has been. And Sting with an elbow to the head of Tully Blanchard. And now Sting setting up Blanchard. It could be that Scorpion Deathlock, and it is. He has it. He's turning him over. And Blanchard is trying to fight out, and he makes it to the ropes. Blanchard made it to the ropes, and that's the only thing that saved him. Sting moves Blanchard again into the turnbuckle. And here comes a tag. Here comes a total package. Sting, Blanchard in. Oh, setting him up, and a big boot by Luger. What a great double team maneuver. And Tully trying to tag Flair and can't get to him. And a big clothesline by Luger. Luger picking up Tully Blanchard. Could he be setting him up for the torture rack? And a knee to the head instead. Luger picks up Blanchard. And a DDT. And Blanchard trying to make a tag to Flair and does. Flair in the ring, and a drop kick takes Luger down. And a big shoulder block takes Luger down, and Luger's head hit the mat. Oh, and Luger's in trouble. Flair picking up Luger. He's taking Luger, draping him across that top rope, and slingshot back. And Luger needs to make a tag. Flair going for the cover, and a kick out by Luger. I don't think he got one on that. And Flair eyeballing Sting, and knocks Sting off the apron. Oh man, the Horsemen taking care of the other wrestler, and now Flair dropping a knee on Luger. Earlier in the match, Blanchard took out Luger so Sting couldn't tag out. Now Flair setting up Luger. And he has Luger. He's going for the figure four. He already made Nikita and Ricky Steamboat submit with this. And now Flair wrenching it in. Can Luger escape? He can, he's tapping. And what a comeback by Flair and Blanchard. They were down 4-2. Now Sting working over Flair. Working the leg and drops down. It's now 2-on-1. And Sting kicking Flair in the midsection. Sting picks up Flair. And guillotine over the top rope. Sting working the arm of Flair. Sting by himself. It is now 2-on-1. Drops the leg on Flair. Oh, the fans here in the Omni behind the Stinger. Whips Flair into the turnbuckle. Face first. And now setting up Flair. And here comes Tully. Stinger splash by Sting. In the corner. And Flair's down. Sting goes for the cover. Referee's down 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by the Nature Boy. Oh, what a contest here. Fans, we thank you for joining us here on YouTube in the Omni in the land of the Great American Bash Tour. And now Sting working the neck of Flair. Sting on top of him. Almost got the pinfall with a Stinger splash. Maybe he'll get the submission. He's going for the Scorpion. He's turning him over and he has it. And Flair's in the Scorpion. And Flair's trying to fight out. Is Flair gonna tap? And Flair taps. It has now come down to Sting versus Tully. And these two men have been fighting each other all over the country for the World Tag Team Championship. Snapmare takeover by Sting. And Tully's in trouble. Sting into the ropes. Drops an elbow but misses. Tully runs out of the way. And now Tully. Wait, Sting has Tully. And now Sting picking up Tully. Could it be setting up for a superplex? Sting sets Tully on the top. Sting has him. He's going for it. It is a superplex. If he nails it, it should be over. Up and over goes Tully. And Sting going for the cover. He could win this match. 1, 2, and a kick out of 2. Oh, what a back and forth contest. Sting now working the neck of Tully. Blanchard trying to reverse it with a big punch, breaks the hold. Tully's not out of this yet. Now Tully setting up Sting for a pile driver. And he nails him with it. Oh, and Blanchard in control now. Sting, a bloody mess. Oh my Lord, that pile driver just made Sting bleed a lot more heavily. And now Blanchard allowing Sting to get back to his feet, now toying with him, kicking him when he's down. Sting trying to get back to his knees. He's fighting. He's a fighter. Oh, Sting rolls out of the ring to avoid it. Slides back in. And Tully has Sting, and an atomic drop. And Sting needs some medical attention. He is gushing blood. Tully picks up the Stinger. Front face lock, punch to the back. Now has Sting, leans him up against the ropes. And now Tully setting him up. It could be a slingshot suplex. And it is, he nails him. And that should be it. Tully Blanchard goes for the cover. Sting with a valiant effort. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, the Four Horsemen have won this 8-man elimination match. What a contest. The Horsemen down early but came back. Here are some highlights from the contest. When Flair made Nikita submit. And then Flair made Steamboat submit. Oh man, what a contest. Here's a slingshot suplex by Tully Blanchard on Luger. And the Four Horsemen have gained somewhat of a measure of revenge. And all 4 men will head to Baltimore in 2 weeks' time, looking to keep and win gold. And fans, there they are, the Four Horsemen. We thank you very much for joining us. The quote-unquote sanctioned part of this event is over. Stay tuned for Dusty Rhodes versus Terry Funk. That match is coming up next. We'll be right back, everybody. And fans, our main event of the evening will be a non-sanctioned bunkhouse match as the American Dream Dusty Rhodes goes against Terry Funk. And there they go down, the lights go down in the Omni in Atlanta. Making his way to the ring is Terry Funk. And Terry Funk claims to not know who the masked man was who attacked Dusty Rhodes back in Dallas. And quite frankly, I don't know if I believe him or not. I mean, Terry Funk has been known to have a screw loose here and there. But he said in an interview recently, why would I lie? I can't stand Dusty Rhodes. If I had anything to do with it, I would want to take credit for it. And if you use that logic, I guess it makes sense. And here he comes to the ring, the American Dream, in his bunkhouse getup. And Dusty Rhodes making his way to the ring area now. And again, fans, there are no holds barred in this match. No rules, weapons legal, and a pinfall will secure the victory. And Terry Funk going outside already. Going and getting a weapon. He has a sledgehammer, and Dusty Rhodes follows suit in a sledgehammer to the midsection. Takes Dusty Rhodes down. Now a sledgehammer to the shoulder. A sledgehammer to the thigh. Another sledgehammer to the stomach. And Terry Funk in control. Picks up Dusty Rhodes, setting him up a neck breaker. Coming on the outside. That's the move that the masked man who attacked Ricky Steamboat used. And now Terry Funk picks up Dusty Rhodes and whips him hard into those wooden stairs. And a clothesline from behind. And Funk is in control in the early going. Funk slides back into the ring. And he's walking around like a maniac. Punching away now on Dusty Rhodes is Terry Funk. A right jab. Another right jab. And a big left takes Dusty down. And Funk going for the cover early. Referee in position 1. And a kick out at 1 by Dusty Rhodes. And Funk now dropping a knee in the back of Dusty Rhodes. Stomping away. Whips Dusty up and over the top. And Funk shoulder block down to the ground. And it may just be me, but it doesn't seem like Dusty Rhodes is his normal self. Maybe in the back of his mind, he has that the masked wrestler attacked him a few nights ago in Dallas. And a big chair shot by Terry Funk takes Dusty Rhodes down. And Funk lining him up for another shot. And right across the face. Oh my gosh. Dusty Rhodes holding the top of his head. And now Funk across the lower back. And now aiming for his leg and nails him right in the top of the knee. And Funk has been in control this entire contest. Has Rhodes, sets him for a DDT on top of the chair. You've got to be kidding me. Funk in control. And now takes Rhodes down for a step over toe hold. They're on the outside. He can't do anything about it on the outside. The referee's in the ring. Funk picks up Dusty Rhodes and throws him hard into the ring post. It's been all Terry Funk in this contest. Funk picks up Rhodes again. Throws him into the ring. Nails Dusty with an elbow for good measure. And now Funk going up to the top rope. And he drops an elbow on the back of Dusty Rhodes. And that has to be it. Referee in position. 1, 2, and a kick out of 2. And Funk staying on top, drops a knee to Dusty Rhodes. Picks up Rhodes. And he was going for a jab, and Dusty Rhodes fires back with the right hand. Swinging neck breaker by the Dream. Dusty Rhodes getting a second win. Picks up Funk in a big right hand. Drops Funk down with an elbow across the chest. And now Rhodes going on the outside. Funk back to his feet. Staring down Rhodes. Now Rhodes grabbing that sledgehammer. And Funk doesn't have a weapon and he got nailed with it. Dusty Rhodes nails Terry Funk with that sledgehammer. Payback. And a big kick. And Funk rolls out of the ring. Now he's going to grab the sledgehammer again. And nails Dusty with it again. And now Funk again nailing Dusty. I don't know what Funk's doing there. And he nailed him right in the thigh. Throws the sledgehammer down. And now he's biting the Dream. And he's bit him to blood. Dusty Rhodes has been busted open. Terry Funk took a chunk out of Dusty Rhodes. Inverted atomic drop and Rhodes is in trouble. Terry Funk goes back into the ring. And calling to the fans who absolutely love the Dream here in Atlanta. And now Funk rolling to the outside. He is like a shark. He sees the blood and knows that Dusty Rhodes is in trouble. And a big punch. Now Funk working the legs of Dusty Rhodes. Climbing that second turnbuckle and splashes Dusty Rhodes and down. Funk going for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out of 2. I don't know how Dusty did it, and neither does Funk. Funk picking up Dusty Rhodes. And going for a jab again. And Dusty blocked it. He didn't block the chop. Now Dusty Rhodes has Funk into the ropes. And a big elbow. And Funk's in trouble. Now Rhodes stomping away on the leg of Terry Funk. And Funk missed with a knee. They collide into each other. Rhodes throws Funk up and over and punches out to the floor. Dusty follows suit. Firing away on Funk. And Funk with a chop. Another right hand. Whips Dusty into the guardrail, and up goes Dusty Rhodes into the guardrail. Funk back into the ring. And a big forearm smash to the back of Dusty Rhodes. Dusty has Funk in the front face lock. Throws Funk over the top. Charged out. Shoulder block takes Funk down. And Dusty Rhodes now clamoring to the fans. The fans are on their feet here in Atlanta. They've been on their feet much of this contest. A big shoulder block by Dusty Rhodes takes Funk down. Now Funk working the leg of Terry Funk, drops down. Rhodes throws Funk back into the ring. And now Rhodes setting up Funk with a left jab, left jab, left jab. And here comes a double fist right there. And now Funk has been busted open. Dusty Rhodes picking up Terry Funk. Big forearm smash to the back. Rhodes goes for the cover. Funk's in trouble. 1, 2. And a kick out of 2. And Dusty Rhodes can't believe it. Telling the referee to count faster. And Dusty Rhodes is setting him up. And when Funk blocked it, reverses it. Has Dusty Rhodes for a pile driver, and he nails him with it. Funk nailed a pile driver on Dusty Rhodes. And Funk, catering again to the crowd, picks up Dusty Rhodes. And now he has Dusty for a step over toe hold. Is Dusty gonna quit? Dusty's fighting it. Funk working the leg, step over toe hold. He's not giving up. So Funk picks up Dusty again. And he's gonna nail a second pile driver. Picks Dusty up and down he goes. Oh man. Not 1 but 2 pile drivers. And Dusty Rhodes is in a world of trouble. And that pile driver again broke open Dusty Rhodes even more. He's a bloody mess. And an elbow to the head. And Funk is relentless. Whips Dusty into the turnbuckle. Inverted atomic drop. And he goes for the cover that has to be in 1, 2, and a kick out by Rhodes. And now Funk going out to the outside again. He's looking for a weapon under the ring. The sledgehammer's right next to him. And now Funk grabbing a chair. And with a chair shot right to the head. Nails Dusty again. And now setting that chair over Dusty's neck. No! Come on, referee! Get in there! And stomping away! Then, oh my God! He nailed Dusty Rhodes' head into the mat, in the chair! 2 and 3! Oh man! Somebody get in the ring and check on Dusty Rhodes! Funk put his neck in between the chair and then stomped down on it. And he has won this contest here in the Omni in Atlanta. Here are some highlights of earlier in the contest. And Terry Funk has gotten some measure of revenge against the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And wait a second, he's not done yet. He's going to the outside. He's following Dusty Rhodes to the outside. Jabbing away. Kicked in the midsection. And now he's biting Rhodes again. An inverted atomic drop by Funk. And Dusty Rhodes is in trouble. grabbing another chair. Oh, come on. You won the match. A chair shot to Dusty. A second chair shot to Dusty. And a third time. Oh, and a fourth time to the stomach. And now, wait a second. Dusty getting back up. Funk is picking up Dusty for a pile driver on the concrete. He nails it. Oh, my Lord. Fans, I don't believe it. Terry Funk is pile driven Dusty Rhodes to the concrete floor. We thank you for joining us here tonight at the Great American Bash in Atlanta. We will see you tomorrow night.
Thank you.